Our guest today is a Kuwaiti-based Indian national. Mrs. Amena is now a finalist in the Mrs. India Worldwide for 2023 Season 12. Let's welcome with pleasure Amena Japanwala. Hello, Amena.
Hi, Hannah.
So lovely to have you here with us at the studio of Good Morning Kuwait. Now, every experience in life teaches you about something. What is it for you in this pageant that attracted you to it?
I'm a leadership coach, as you just mentioned, and in my coaching classes to all our employees, we always talk about putting yourself out of your comfort zone, doing something you've never done before. So I always ask this question, Amena, when was the last time you did something for the first time? You know, I want to make sure that I'm doing new things, getting new experiences. And like you said, every new experience teaches you something. For me, I think with this pageant, it was certainly the wealth. I know I won 2 crowns, but that's not the real treasure.
Yes.
The real treasure and the highlight was meeting talented, resourceful, successful achievers from all over the world. You know, I believe that my net worth is my network. And now I have a very large network of, around 100 very beautiful, talented women all over the globe.
Wow, that's amazing. And, kudos for congratulating women and saying that, wow, women are really powerful. And now, Amena, in a lot of these competitions, people have this notion that it depends solely on the physical aspect. So what do you have to say about that? Is it true or is it not?
You're right, the perception is that this is not just about beauty. There were rounds of auditions in which you had to be recognized for different skills and talents. We had a talent round, we had a question-answer round that definitely tests your ability and your understanding of the world around you. What is your opinion on political matters, on social matters? So I think that it has an element of intelligence.
Yes, so absolutely. And this brings me to the other concern that I believe many viewers would love to know more about is that how knowledge and cultured should a contestant be when entering these kinds of competitions?
It has to be about belief.
Okay.
More than knowledge and resource, and it has to be about belief. And this belief in yourself can come from a couple of things. Either you could see someone else and be inspired. Oh, wow, I want to do that. Or, someone could say one thoughtful word to you, and then you feel validated, you feel appreciated, you feel recognized, and you're like, oh, really, I have all this within me. I don't need to wait, and I can just go and do it. So for me, I think this came from a cousin of mine. I was locked out of Kuwait, and I stayed with them in Dubai for around 8 months, my cousin and his wife. And the validation that I got from him, the appreciation and the love that I got from them, I think it just made me feel like I can conquer the world. And my decision came after that, you know what, I should just try and do it.
Absolutely. This sounds like a great support system. You know, when it comes to these beauty pageants, people think that it's just about your look and how to get ahead and maybe get modeling contract.
More than looks, it's also about the way you carry yourself and what you think about yourself. Because what you think about yourself is what you can convince others to think about you. So that's my mantra.
Is it a bit like fake it till you make it? Or no?
You know, as a child, I've always stood and imagined a classroom in front of me.
Yes.
And in my 4th grade, I always imagined that I was a teacher. And I remember when I finished my master's in physics and I wanted to be a teacher, opportunities were not available. And so I joined this company as a procurement specialist. And for 16 years, I did different things. I did procurement, I did contracting, supply chain, customer service. I did many different things. And then finally, now if you ask me, I'm going to almost complete 20 years with my company here in Kuwait. And with them right now, I'm doing leadership coaching. And that has been my true love.
Wow.
Teaching. I feel like life, if you really, really want something, the entire world conspires to help you achieve it. And I really, really wanted to teach, wanted to be in an environment where people wanted to learn, that environment which fosters curiosity, is not judgmental, is all about making better versions of yourself. And for me, that was very important. And I feel like life gave me that chance again. After 16 years, here I am, not teaching high school students, but company employees. So in a way, when you say fake it till you make it, I maybe started to fake it since I was in 4th grade that I'm going to be teaching. And so with this beauty pageant and the crown, nothing really changed, as in I didn't want to change my course of direction. I don't want to get into photo shoots. I don't want to get into more beauty pageants. I always wanted to focus on what it is that I'm currently doing, which is my first love, helping people become best versions of themselves.
Oh, that is absolutely lovely, to assist people and, you know, just for them to be really the best version of themselves. Now, Amina, what is the most difficult task that you faced so far in the year?
In the year?
Yes, this year.
Well, I think it has to be understanding people.
Okay.
So I'm a very emotionally intelligent person, and by that I mean it's not about being emotional, it's not about crying, it's not about losing your temper. It's not that emotional. I'm emotionally intelligent people are the people who understand others and their emotion and where they come from. So I've kind of invested myself heavily in understanding that. This year has been my target. Okay, I'm going to completely focus on where are other people coming from.
Okay.
So seek to understand before you want to be understood. And I think knowing that has helped me greatly in then creating this relationship around everyone I meet, a very personal, not just, oh, because we're having this interview. I would love to stay in touch with you even after this. That's the kind of meaningful relationship I want to create with everyone I meet.
Wow.
So that's my agenda for this year.
You know, that was really heartfelt, Amina, and I would love to stay in touch with you as well. And I will, because I need to ask you about some tips for skincare. Mashallah. So what would you say is the most heartwarming feeling that you've had so far? That just now, that conversation was so warming.
And I'm feeling it. I'm feeling your vibe, the positivity, the bonding. It's all coming. Energetically, I think we are creating that bond here. But I have to say, we did create that bond once at the beauty pageant. I have to recall this moment when I sat down and I was taking, this is our first orientation course, okay? So our luggage is down and they send us to the conference room. And I'm someone who always takes notes. I'm very, very meticulous about taking notes. I'm there taking notes, and this other beauty contestant comes and sits next to me and is peeping in my notes. So I'm like, well, it's not school anymore. Let her take a look, no problem. And then after 40 minutes, I turn around and I say, hi, I'm Amena. And she goes, and that's when I realize she cannot speak or listen. So she is deaf and dumb. And in that moment, I realized she's a winner. The fact that she's placed herself in this contest, not being able to speak or hear, for me, it was a very heartwarming moment where I really wanted her to succeed. I wanted her to succeed in every way so that she could be the inspiration so many women needed to fulfill their dreams.
Wow, that is really touching, Amina. And what are the future plans for next challenges to come?
I would say future plan is not to get into the world of beauty pageant. I don't think that's for me. I wanted to do something, step out of my comfort zone, did it, had fun. And then I want to come back into my world, which is about coaching. And I want to further that. Right now, I'm enjoying a lot. Go to South Africa, Kenya. In September, might be going to Ghana, the MENA region, of course. And I go there, and we have offices in around 120 countries. So yeah, my dream is to visit every one of them and coach the employees of our company.
Wow.
So I'm a lot into wellness. A lot of my programs are about keeping yourself well, keeping yourself fit. And so employees also get a little bit of management styles, but also wellness, because I think that is becoming huge. They are giving a lot of importance to wellness, you know, kind of seeping into the corporate world as well. So I definitely want to, you know, I don't know if there's a position like the Chief Wellness Officer, but if there is, that's where I eventually want to be, the CWO.
We're definitely going to stay in touch. And now we'd like to thank our guest for today at Good Morning Kuwait, Amena Japanwala, leadership coach and beauty pageant winner. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anand.
From UAE, Mrs. India Worldwide, Amena. Worldwide.